Hello and welcome to the section Accessing MongoDB with Java. So before we start creating our first project using Java J2E, let's have some hands-on session with Java by connecting to MongoDB using Java. So in the previous lecture we have connected to MongoDB using Mongo Shell. So now we'll do hands-on with the Java. So for that, what we do, we will start with installing a IDE. So for Java we need an IDE. It is always recommended to use IDE. So we'll download the STS and we'll start using that. Then we create a Maven project and add dependency for MongoDB Java driver. And then once that is done, we'll create a class and we'll try to connect to the MongoDB with the help of Java. And then we will start creating a database using Java, then collection, and then we try to insert document using Java. We'll also do some CRUD operations with Java into the MongoDB. So let's get started with this section. Hello and welcome back. This is Sunil again, and in this section we are going to connect to MongoDB with Java. So the very first thing, we need to have an IDE to start developing into the Java. So for that I'm going to download and install STS. STS means Spring Tool Suite. So Spring Tool Suite is a very good option to start with Java or Java J2E or Spring framework. So I use STS and I recommend everyone to use STS. So it is STS is Eclipse based IDE, and it is ready-made for using for building anything with Java or Spring. Okay, so we are going to use the Spring Tool Suite, and if you come down on this website spring.io, that is the Spring official website, and if you scroll down you can find the Spring Tool Suite option here. When you click on the learn more about STS, it will take you to this page. Here you can read more about Spring Tool Suite, which is saying that it is an Eclipse-based development environment that is customized for developing Spring applications. It provides ready-to-use environment to implement, debug, run, deploy your Spring applications, including integration of Pivotal TC server. This is very important. You need not to go and install your Apache server or Tomcat server separately into your Eclipse. It is already plugged in. So Pivotal TC server is already plugged in into the Spring Tool Suite, and that is a very good option. So this is already integrated. Server is already integrated. So once you download and install the Spring Tool Suite, you are ready to go with the Java J2E application development. Okay, and it is also supported for Git, Maven, Aspect-J, and comes on the top of the latest Eclipse releases. So you need not to worry about the Eclipse releases. If you are downloading the latest STS, it will be on the top of the latest Eclipse release. So you will find the UI or user interface similar to what you see in the Eclipse releases. So here you can click on the see all versions, and when you click on that, it will take you to the download Spring Toolset page. And here you can find all the options for Windows, like for Windows 32-bit and 64-bit option. For Mac also there is a 64-bit option. For Linux there is a 32-bit and 64-bit options are there. So based on your operating system, you download the zip file and unzip it and start using the STS. So for Windows I'm using 64-bit. I'll click on this. So click on that. When you click on that, the download will start here. It is around 463 MB of file. It will take some time to get it download based on your internet connection. So I'm already having the Spring Tool Suite installed in my computer, so I'm not downloading. That's why I cancelled it. Okay, so you complete the downloading process, and once you complete the download, you can find the STS zip into your download folder. You can find the STS zip file. You just right click on that and unzip. When you unzip, you will find this folder similar to this folder, or it will be STS bundle or STL Spring Tool Suite bundle kind of thing. You click on that, you can see the legal, Pivotal TC server and STS version here. Okay, so click on this link folder, and here you can find the sts.exe. so sts.exe is the file where you need to click. If you are on Windows, click on it and it will open. There is no need of installation. You just download the zip file, unzip it and find this sts.exe and click on that. Select the workspace location wherever you want your drive and click on OK. So when you click on OK, STS will start configuring your workbench and workspace, and it will take a minute of time and it will be ready to using. See here, now STS is started. See, the first time you can see the dashboard. The same website will be loaded here, spring.io, and you can find all the options here related to STS and Spring. Okay, so here you can find the server, Pivotal TC server. Okay, and here you can start creating the projects, classes in Java and all. So from next lecture onwards, we are going to start creating project and connecting to the MongoDB database. See you in the next lecture. So let's get started with creating a Maven project in STS. So this is the Spring Tool Suite which we have downloaded in the last lecture. So you can find here there is a file option. There you can find new, open file. If it is existing, you can open it. New, inside new you can find all the options for creating Spring Starter project or importing a project, and then Spring project, Java project, static web project, dynamic web project, Maven project, a simple project, and packages, class, interface. All the options are here. So from here we can go and create a project, and you can find other options like edit, source, refactor, navigation, search, project, run, Windows, help and all. Okay, so we'll see while going through the project, or this course will explore all the options possible. Okay, so let's create a Maven project. So we need to go to the file, new, and here you can find the option for creating a Maven project. So click on that and a pop-up will open, and inside this pop-up you can see new Maven project is written. So no need to do anything here. Click on next and click on next, and here you can give the group ID. Suppose I'll give group ID com.isyoursuccess, and then here you can give the artifact ID. Artifact ID is like your project name. So MongoDB project. Okay, suppose we'll give it a name MongoDB project. Okay, so see the package name will become com.isyoursuccess.mongodb project. Okay, so click on finish and Maven project will be created. See here now the MongoDB project has been created here, and here you can find the source folder. Inside that main, then Java, com, is your success, Mongo project. See here, and there is a app.java file is already created. Okay, so this is the simple way of creating a Maven project in Eclipse or in Spring Tool Suite. So now what we do, we need to add some dependency inside the pom.xml file. Pom.xml file is the configuration file for Maven. So here if you click on the pom.xml, you will find all the dependency will be specified in that file. So click on pom.xml here, source, and see here the project information, the version, packaging is jar, the project name is MongoDB project, and here the properties, then here dependencies. So see here JUnit dependency is added by default here. So why we need to add the dependency? If you go with the normal Java project creation, you need to add the jar files if you want to use some external things like JUnit or MongoDB. So to access the MongoDB jar files or MongoDB specifications, we need to have the MongoDB jar. So for that we need to add the MongoDB jar manually. But if you are using a Maven project, or if you have created a Maven project, or you are using Maven, you need not to add the dependency manually. Only thing we need to do, we need to modify the pom.xml file and we need to add a dependency description here. So we need to create a dependency. Okay, inside the dependency we need to add the information so that Maven will go and install all the required jars to be used in the project for that particular thing. Like for here JUnit, we are going to add the dependency for MongoDB. Okay, so we need to add the group ID, and group ID will be org.mongodb, and the close the group ID tag. And then the next is we need to specify the artifact ID. So artifact ID will be Mongo Java driver. Since we need MongoDB driver for Java, we need the Mongo Java driver. So this artifact will install the MongoDB drivers for Java. Okay, and then we need to specify which version we need. So for version, here we'll need 3.2.2 for MongoDB jar files. So we'll specify 3.2.2. So it's simple. Dependency, inside dependency we need to add the group ID, that is org.mongodb, and then we need to specify the artifact ID, that is Mongo Java driver, and then the version. And as soon as you'll add this, Maven will be knowing that okay, for this project we need MongoDB drivers for Java, and it will go and download the jar for us. So to do that, we need to right click on the project, go to the run as, and here you can find the Maven build, Maven clean, Maven install, Maven test. So you need to click on the Maven install so that Maven will go and install all the dependency for us. So click on that and see, it will start building the project. See here, console, it is building the MongoDB project snapshot, and see here, it is saying test. Okay, see here it is saying MongoDB build success. It means has built the project successfully. And if you can see the Maven dependency, now you can see JUnit jar was there by default because it was already there when we created the project. Now we have added the MongoDB dependencies. So see here, MongoDB -java -jar -3.2.jar, all the jars and class files are added by Maven. We need not to manually configure the build path and add the jar files. So this is the advantage of using Maven. We need not to download and add the jars files. We just need to specify the dependency and it will automatically added by Maven. So in the next lecture we are going to create a class file, and with that we will try to connect to the MongoDB server. See you in the next lecture. Hello and welcome back. So in this lecture we are going to connect to MongoDB, and we will also create a collection and we'll try to insert a document into the collection. So let's get started. So we have already added the dependency for MongoDB using Maven. So now we have all the jar files in our project, so we can start using those MongoDB classes and start connecting to the MongoDB server. So I'll right click on the project, right click on the package, and I'll create a Java class. So click on the class and I'll give it a name, connect MongoDB, and I'll click on the main method we need. So I'll click on that and click on finish. So this class has been created. So now I'll write the code to connect to the MongoDB server. The very first thing is, to connect to MongoDB, we need to call the Mongo client. Mongo client is a class that we need to connect to the MongoDB server. So we create an object for this. Okay, so now it will ask us to import. So we'll import the necessary imports. So com.mongodb.mongo client. So now the error has gone. Now this Mongo client will take two parameters. The first one is, it will ask for the localhost, the address on which our MongoDB server is running. So in our case, it's a localhost, and it will also ask for the port number on which MongoDB server is running. So in this case, it is 27017. So check with the MongoDB server is running or not. So here MongoDB server has stopped. So let me start the MongoDB server. So see here, the MongoDB server is started and it is waiting for the connection on port 27017. So now the server has started. So now the next thing is, we need to create a database. So for that we need to use a Mongo database class. So Mongo database class will give us the options to create database and collections and inserting document inside those collections. So we need to create an object for this as well. So we'll create an object and we give it a name MDB, and then we use this Mongo client object to get the methods for creating database. So see here, there is a method get database name, and get DB. We'll use get database, and get database will ask for the database name. So we'll give the database name as my users DB. Okay, so now with this we are creating a database should be my users DB. Okay, we need to import. So let me import. Okay, so now here we are giving the database name. If this database is already existing, it will get the details from this database, and if it is not existing, it will create the new database for us. So let's connect to the Mongo and check whether this database is there or not. We'll use show DB. See here, local and blog, only two databases are there. So this database is not there in our MongoDB. So it will create a new one for us. The next thing is, here we'll give the simple message that database is created. Okay, next thing is, we know unless we not insert any collection or document, our database will not be created. For that reason, we need to insert the document inside a collection. So first we need to create a collection. So we'll use the database object, Mongo database object MDB dot, and we'll use get collection. See here, there is a method called get collection. So we'll use that get collection. So get collection works in the same way. If the collection is existing, it will get the details from the collection, and if it is not existing, it will create one. So we'll use user details collection. Okay, and then with this we know we need to insert the documents. For that there is an option, there is a method insert, there is option insert many and insert one. We'll use the insert one for now. And so it is asking to insert the document. So now inside the insert one method we need to insert the document. For that we need to call the document. So new document will create an object of document, and with that we will start appending. So now what I do, I'll append documents or the key value pairs. So here what I do, I'll give name comma Sunil. So I have appended the name Sunil, and then I will append another thing. Suppose I'll append city comma Bangalore. Okay, so for now this is enough. Okay, and then here it is asking to import, so we'll import the awk.pashon. So now see here, so there is no error. So we are simply creating a database myuserdb and creating a collection user details, and then we are creating a document, and the document we are inserting two values, name and city. So let's run this and see how it is going. So we'll run this as a Java application. See here it is showing us message database created. So let's see on the server. See on the server it's saying two connections are now open. So one we have opened through Mongo and another because of our. So let's see. So DBS. See now my user DB is there. This my user DB we have given here. So this database has been created from our Java class. Okay, and then we'll see whether the collection is there or not. So we'll use my user DB and we'll see. So collections, sorry I have typed wrongly, U should be on capital letter, and then we use so collection. See here user details collection is there that we have given in our code, user details here, and then we'll see whether name Sunil and city Bangalore is inserted or not. So let's check with the db.user details.find. See here we have the ID that has been created by the MongoDB object ID, and then we have the name Sunil and city Bangalore. So this is the simple way of connecting to MongoDB using Java. In the project section, which is the next section, we will start exploring more about MongoDB and we'll try to create a project which will having the user management system. So see you in the project section.